when we met each other and we had fallen in love, it was very much so, this is the time. Not only is this the person, but this is the right time.
Let me tell you something. Supporting women can be so hard.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Rivah, and I am back again with another video. So recently, actress Keke Palmer sat down with People magazine, in which they, interviewed her and talked about a lot of different things. Now, one of the things that came up in conversation was the situation that took place between Keke Palmer and her ex-boyfriend, also the father of her child, and everything that went down on social media.
Things got really difficult with Darius, and even more public when Usher entered the picture.
I get that people feel like celebrities all know each other, or they're thinking in their mind that, I mean, ultimately I was doing what I do as an entertainer.
Seeing what Darius posted, what was your reaction?
I was speechless.
Now, for those of you who don't remember exactly what took place, Keke Palmer was in a relationship with Darius, and she went out to an Usher concert, which started the entire situation, and she was dressed in a way that he thought was too provocative. Right? So he posted on social media, and the post said, "We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others, and he gets told how much of a hater he is. This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case. It's the outfit though. You a mom." So after Darius made these posts on social media, he received so much backlash. Like, it was a constant thing. It was every time that you went on social media and you looked around, you constantly saw this man being berated by, the feminist movement, by women, on TikTok, Instagram, on all social media platforms, being that he, quote unquote, called her out, or he's using his, patriarchal role reversal thing. And people were very upset about it and are still upset about it to this day.
Oh, so he was serious. Queen Keke Palmer went to the Usher show last night and wore a really cute dress. And her boyfriend got on Twitter and said, "It's the outfit though, you're a mom." As if what she's wearing is inappropriate. She's completely covered, first of all. And even if she wasn't, who cares? It's her body. She can wear whatever she wants to wear.
Do you think that it's okay for a man to tell his girlfriend what she can and cannot wear? Keke Palmer just went to an Usher concert and she was wearing this sheer dress. I personally think she looks incredible, especially considering that she just had a baby a few months ago. Keke's boyfriend, Darius, who also happens to be the father of her child, thinks otherwise.
Now, Keke Palmer did respond to them saying that, basically whatever the situation was when she went to the concert, anybody who was commenting on what it is that she was doing at the concert and what she wore, she was saying that it was basically like a work event, and, whatever he was stating was not the reality for her.
In my opinion, I was just at a concert. I don't know how anybody else receives that, whether they know me or whether they're online. It was not that reality for me. So I didn't know what to do with it because I'm not in that reality.
Now, in my opinion, when she's talking about the fact that, whether they know her or not or whatever, that's not what it was. And, kind of basically saying that he's accusing her of something that was not taking place. The issue in that situation is if this man is coming to social media, okay, and he is telling strangers what his standards are, what his principles are, what his morals are, if he is doing that publicly, it would be very extremely hard for me to believe that that is the first time that the two of them have ever had any discussion or dialogue about the way in which she portrays herself as his woman within their relationship. Like, there's no way that a man can only express his standards or the things that he perceives to be okay or not okay after the two of you have already been in a long relationship, after the two of you had already had children, and that is going to be the first time that you ever heard anything like that. I have a hard time perceiving that to be true. Okay, and that's just my opinion and my perception.
I didn't want to engage with something that wasn't reality, so I kind of just became removed.
Now, the next thing that she said was that, you know, the only way that she thought that she would be able to bring order to the situation is for her to go through the court system.
It got so out of control, and the only way that you know how to bring order or control to something is the court. I mean, that's literally what it's there for. It's, you know what I mean?
Now, again, there is obviously some discourse, right? And in her having the conversation about the situation, the only reason I believe that she is not on the same campaign that she was when the situation took place to begin with is because there's some kind of rekindling going on, or some place of peace that the two of them are at now, which is a great thing, right? Which is an amazing thing, especially when you're growing a young child, that the two of you can actually be on an effective, amazing space at co-parenting. But in the way in which she's having the conversation, it's almost like she is forgetting the whole point where she was trolling him on social media.
You ain't stopping what's going on with me, sweetheart. So if you gonna act up, I'm about to link up. If you gonna act up, I'm about to link up.
Where she went and, you know, decided to get into Usher's music video. And again, put him at the forefront, where she allowed all of this, you know, negative commentary and supported it, along with trying to please the sisterhood.
No! What did we just talk about? Yo, why did I just get myself on this internet to figure out Keke Palmer went back to her baby daddy?
Now, again, you know, if you were in a place of peace and not trolling and not going tit for tat and not trying to make things hard, you know, I believe that people are definitely able to solve things amicably if they are in the space to, you know, if somebody's willing to be humble enough and be able to communicate without getting the court system involved, right? That's just my, again, all these things I say are my opinion, and the reason why I keep saying that disclaimer is because I know there's going to be somebody in the comment section like, well, how are you going to say this? I'm making it known, right? I think that if more women were very honest about these situations, you know, a lot of women go out there and they are, whether knowingly or unknowingly, they are always trying to appease the sisterhood.
His baby daddy had a lot to say about her outfit at the Usher concert, basically saying that mom shouldn't dress like that. Boy, bye. And you know what she did? She took those words right out of his mouth and put it on a t-shirt selling $30 a pop. And we're not done. Now in comes an Usher stirring the pot, adding Keke to his music video. This is a level of petty that I aspire to be.
They're trying to make things seem as though, you know, if the whole sisterhood runs with a narrative against her man, you know, it's very rare or seldom that you will see a woman stand up and say, hold up, that's my man. Y'all not going to talk about him. What you're not going to do is, you know, do this. Y'all need to stay in your place. I'm going to stick beside him. Like, it's very rare that we will see a woman actually do that, because a lot of women fall for, you know, going with the majority. Now, mind you, these women are not going to sit here and assist you raising your child. These women are not going to assist you with, you know, protecting and covering your child. These women have nothing to do with the intricate details of your life. But a lot of women live to appease these other women and get that outside validation. Now, I know that, you know, Keke has always kind of left things to the wayside and not been as public with her situations. And again, I believe that the reason why he brought this situation so public was because he's like, okay, you're dismissing me or disrespecting me publicly, so I'm also going to allow everybody else to know that I'm not okay with this. Like, we see situations where, you know, I'm just going to use this for an example. Sierra is called out for some of her attire that she wears and how it makes Russell look. And Russell will come out and say, you know, I'm applauding this behavior because I support it. So I believe that Darius in this situation was like, I just want everybody to know that I'm not cool with this. And I did not like this situation. And there were a group of, you know, people who understood. Obviously, men understood where he was coming from. But again, it did not stop the fact that he was constantly berated on the internet based off of her, you know, leaning towards supporting the sisterhood instead of standing in the gap and saying, this is what it is. We're going to deal with this offline. You know, whatever. Everybody keep it pushing. That's not what she did. Now, recently, there was a photo taken with Darius, Keke, and their son all together. And it's so funny because those same women who were berating him we're all together on social media out, you know, on the comment section of the post on social media, like, you know, this is why we need to stay out of people's business, because these people were so against him, championing against him, only for the two of them to be able to now be at peace and on one accord. And now they felt so foolish for being so negatively invested in this situation just for the two of them to make up.
Y'all, this is a prime example why we need to mind our business.
The thing is, right, is that although she's not speaking negatively about him, and although she's talking in a way where it seems as though, you know, everything is all well and fine, what she can't do is she has to ease into the conversation, right? So she has to say, oh, you know, we were able to amicably figure this out, and, you know, we're at peace now and we have more control of our situation. She can't just jump from, you know, everybody had her back supporting her going against this man to now, oh, by the way, we're back together.
When we met each other and we had fallen in love, it was very much so, this is the time. Not only is this the person, but this is the right time. And so, yeah, it was a conscious decision. We, you know what I mean? We planned.
She can't do that. And again, it's still because of the sisterhood and what other women will think and what other women will say and how other women will, look at her. It's all about appeasing the crowd of, again, other women.
Let me tell you something. Supporting women can be so hard. So hard. But we have to keep standing for women, and we have to be on standby for when they open their eyes and realize there's something wrong with the way they're thinking and the way they're behaving. But this is what we're dealing with right now. What did we learn today, class? It's always a good day to support women. Close your eyes and hope for the best, because this is too much for me.
Now, I think that a lot of women in these spaces who go through tumultuous situations and then rekindle, I think that those women should actually be the ones to verbally speak out about these situations, because in a lot of women's minds, especially in this day and age, they feel like if everything is not perfect, if everything is not, you know, kumbaya all the time, that means that you need to just leave the relationship and run for the hills. I think that more conversations need to be had from women in these spaces that go through public situations, talking through the ebbs and the flows of relationships and saying, no matter what the situation is, we decided we're going to work through this. I think that if we saw more of that, we would see more women, having a sense of community in support of them fixing the relationship, instead of so much support of broken families, broken homes, and, oh, girl, you know, the grass is greener. You could leave him and get with somebody else. I think that's more of the conversation that women need to hear, and more conversation that needs to be had, in my opinion. Again, I want to say that, you know, the fact that the two of them are on one accord is amazing, especially the fact that they have a small child, right? The best thing that they could do, moving forward, especially for the sake of their child, is to come together and, again, make it work in whatever capacity is you're able to. I think that's the best thing for that little beautiful baby, okay? I'd like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear you guys' opinions on this entire situation. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.